A new business lobby group has been launched today in Johannesburg. The South African United Business Council is founded by the former secretary of the Black Business Council, George Sebulela. Sebulela says the SAUBC is a non-racial business and economic federation targeted at members of business to focus on business issues and groups and export councils. George Sebulela joins me now in studio. Thank you very much, sir, for joining us. So what was the purpose of launching this particular non-racial group, which is essentially a business group?
Firstly, let me pass my condolences to the icon of South Africa, Mr. Sebulela. It is indeed a great loss. Remember, in SAUBC, we are underpinned by superstars of South Africa, including the legacy that he has built for South Africa. Now, maybe let me start by saying, what is the primary vision of SAUBC? We have made the decision that we want, at least for any citizen anywhere in the world, to make and be committed to make South Africa to become the best investment destination in the world. That's where we start. The second is, you have read very interesting stats about the unemployment rate, the job losses that are happening, the youth, we've missed the percentage of the youth, which sits even 35% of that number. Now, what does that mean? It means the majority, over 10 million of the people are unemployed. It's a very serious issue. And that issue needs to be tackled by all different spheres of South Africa, whether it's government, whether it's business formation, in numbers of them.
Yes.
But I think there comes a time when we say, if we are going to be committed to improve the economy of the country and improve the lives of our people, then therefore the structure of that organization must look different.
Yes.
And so, that's SAUBC.
Yes. So SAUBC, what is it going to bring that's different to other formations?
Well, firstly, the membership of SAUBC is very much limited only to the business associations, to the export councils, and the chambers. So what you would not find is a corporate member to become a voting member of SAUBC. We would not need professionals to sit as voting member of SAUBC. And the reason for that is because there comes a time in other situations where individuals, because of the check, they control organizations.
Yes.
We say, if you have a listed CEO that works for an organization, he can only look at opportunities in various markets where he operates.
That's right.
And that we have seen it in many big forums in the world, in many platforms, whether in Russia and Japan, on programs that are so important and opportunistic for South Africa, like BRICS, like WEF, and so on.
You mentioned these organizations, but in terms of who SAUBC is going to be interfacing with in order to improve perhaps the business environment, what sort of bodies are you, or corporations or governments are you going to be connecting with, to convey your point of view, to make the environment for business more conducive? Remember,
SAUBC is a policy advocacy. Now, when you are dealing with issues of policy advocacy, policy is discussed and decided in Parliament. And therefore, our play in Parliament is going to be very critical. Our interaction with chairmen of various portfolio committees is going to be core. We must build an excellence, a policy school of excellence. That's SAUBC's success.
Yes.
We have identified 40 different policy issues that need to be discussed that can impact positively on the economy of the country.
Yeah. Please outline some of them. You've talked about unemployment, which is a very serious issue. What are some of the other burning issues that you feel moved to deal with?
Look, there's many issues. Currently, as you know, economic policy of the country, I know currently that in this country, there's a serious fiscal policy issue. And the government is highly pregnant with the government guarantees they've given to the SOEs. And those are the issues that government wants to deal with.
Yes.
But they want to deal with them with organized business.
Yes.
Remember, organized business it's many other businesses that are not playing a part in the chess table.
Yes.
And we're saying every important society must come to the table and deal with those issues.
Yes.
We have issues of educational reforms. There's no success of any economy in the world without educational reforms.
Yes, yes.
That's the truth. We have issues of social reforms. Issues such as you know, the biggest budget of government goes to government grants. And therefore, those are the very critical issues that we need to look at, because
Yes.
all of them impact negatively into the success of the businesses.
Absolutely.
And all of them have a direct impact into the mainstream of the economy.
Mr. Sebulela, thank you very much for your time and
Thank
all
you.
the very best. I'm sure adding another voice in the discourse around these very critical matters will definitely help. That
Indeed.
was George Sebulela. He is from the SAUBC, formally launched today.